Yo guys, how you doing? It is me, Tommy Roney123. How are you all doing today, guys? Thank you for all of the support recently. Make sure, remember the giveaways down below, so make sure to get involved. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to like the video as well. It helps the channel to grow, and obviously share with your friends as always, guys. Let's get into this formation, guys. 4-3-3, the third variation. It's been used recently by a lot of people, and honestly, they've been very successful with it. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell is this team you are using, Tom? This is not something we are used to. Don't worry about that. Ignore the team. Just pretend they are all the top elite players and all that kind of stuff, guys. I'm doing a series right now, but I want to still give you this incredible formation. So the 4-3-3 third variation, guys. The reason why you have that third variation is because of this control it gives you in the middle, which is why it's such a good defensive formation. This now, I did release an attacking 4-3-3, which you can check out, and it works very well as well. But this, guys, is magical. So balanced defensive style. Width is going to be 4. The reason why it's 4 is because you want to cut inside in terms of, the players' positionings here. You want to make sure the left wing and the right wing are cut in. The left back, the right back are like kind of a bit more narrow, and it's going to create this kind of feel where you're obviously able to dominate the midfield space. So that's why you want to make sure it's on 4 width, guys. Depth, you want to make sure it's on 4 as well. You don't want to have it too low, guys. You have it too low, it's a mess. It's already a very defensive formation because of how you have 1 centre mid and 2 CDMs. So you don't want to mess around with this even more and put the depth to something like 3, which is just not worth it, guys, at the end of the day. So 4 depth is the way to go. Offensive style, guys. The best thing to do with offensive style is, well, it's either balanced or long ball, guys. Balanced if you are trying to really make this as a closeout formation. Long ball works if you're trying to use this for 90 minutes or so. So guys, you choose between these two, long ball or balanced. I personally would go with balanced because this is a formation to not necessarily close out the game, but just to control the game in the midfield space and make sure you give yourself the opportunity to win it and end it. And that's why the width is going to be 4 as well on the attack, because you want to make sure that these spaces are closed in inside and you have those opportunities to pass the ball between all your players. The players in the box, guys, it's between you and your own brain to kind of wrap your head around. I wouldn't put too many. I'd put like 5, 6 maximum if you really want to, 4 minimum, but I would go with 5, guys, because I think it's just going to give you that little balance in terms of how many players go into box and how many players stay outside and give you that supporting recycle option. So that's what I would do, guys. 5 players into the box. Corners on 2, free kicks on 2, as always. Now, in terms of instructions, what would you do? Well, sweeper, keeper, counts for crosses. I always do that. Let's get straight into these players, though. The attacker, for me, needs to be on stay central, and that's it. Keep him balanced. So he kind of has that, not false 9 kind of role, but just that role where he kind of cuts a bit further back and gets the ball, kind of retrieves the ball for you and starts the attack going, you know what I mean? So that's what I would do, guys. Stay central, and that's it. Meanwhile, your right mid and your left mid need to be on comeback on defense. Well, your right winger, left winger. The reason why I said right mid, left mid is because I got confused. They are supposed to become the right mid, left mid in this formation. I've talked to a lot of pros. Some of them have been using this in actual tournaments, and they said this is how they would line it up, guys. So this is honestly coming from the top players in the world. Now, Taibi or whoever that is, it's just part of my whole thing. Your 2 centre mids, I'm going to go straight to them because I think this is very important. Stay back, cover centre, and now stay back, not cover lanes, cover center. The reason for this is because you want to make sure they act like the CDMs and they defend your 2 center backs and make sure that there's no open spaces for them to get in. You're basically for your opposition to get in, especially on the counters. This formation is very good at stopping counters. If you constantly concede counters, this is the best way to go, guys. And I know a lot of you do because you constantly ask me what kind of formation should I use. This is one of the best. These 2 center mids, or CDMs really, I like to call them centre mids, even though it says CDM on the game. It really, the way they play and the way they position themselves, they push up a lot more. So I want to make sure they don't stay back. Now the midfielder in the middle is going to be on cover centre, and that's it for me. It's just balanced. It's just a box-to-box kind of role, really. I don't want to mess around too much with this position here. And then what we'd have on the right back and left back, for me, they have to be on balanced. Now listen to me why I would put them on balance, because this is very important. If your left winger and your right winger comes back on defense, they become the right mid and the left mid, meaning your right back and your left back go back to the original position. Now, if they are unbalanced, they are carrying the attack forwards. Meanwhile, your right, well, in that position, right mid, left mid, are now pushing it into the original right wing, left wing. This basically just helps you to dictate that play down the wing. That's what it does. That's why I keep it on balance, because this helps you to kind of dictate the pace, dictate the tempo, that kind of Thiago role that he fulfills for you Liverpool guys. That's kind of what he's doing here. Your left back and your right back, they're basically going to be showing your right winger, left winger, when to come back and when to attack, because they both can't be in the same position, because that's how EA works the game. So guys, I hope it does help you. Make sure to comment what you think about it, and let me know guys, let me know, because I honestly feel like this is incredible defensive formation, and I really hope it works for you guys. And obviously, if you feel like you can't defend too well in it, drop it to 3. Drop the players in the box to 3. But I just wouldn't do that, because I think that's too negative, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, guys, peace.